Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am being ambitious today, and I am going to put together the carousel from SVGCuts. I'll have a link to it on the blog and in the description box below. But I'm going to use my Stamperia Wonderland pack to do it. And I've been thinking and I'm pretty sure that to start for the lid, the tint part, is going to be just these two are identical. One of them was the back cover, and then it has this print, and then the second sheet that matches it is this, and this is going to be the patterned paper I use on top of this light pink. I think it's blush. No, it's just pinkini. Yeah, it's pinkini from basil pinkini. There we go. And that's just where I'm going to start getting going. I'm not going to show, I'm not going to do a how to put it together video. There's a link, or there's a video on the SVGCuts website with the cut file for that. But I just figured I'd go over what paper pack I'll be using, and hopefully I won't get too excited, and I'll remember to at least show the papers before I put them in my Cameo. Hopefully. We hope that that happens. So I'm just going to get started. I'll just put in like clips showing the papers, try to explain which part those papers are going to be used for. I have my top panels and base pieces cut out, and I was able to do my panels on just one sheet of the paper like this. I just was able to ungroup and move them around so they all fit on one sheet, so that saved me a piece since I'm doing it all in the same color. And now I'm going to go on to this piece, which is this on the back. I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm going to use this side for the cap, which will be up in this corner when it gets cut, and then the final piece on the base of the carousel that's the most decorative. I'm gonna have it altered because I'm not making this for holding cupcakes. So I released compound paths so I could take out the cupcake circles. So it'll just cut the circle and the center. But that's what this is going to be for. And in the cut file, so you know specifically which ones I'm referring to, it's the panels 2 file. That's the one that I'm cutting off of here. I have these parts ready. I haven't glued this on yet. I'm thinking about possibly adding to this, but I haven't decided yet. So while I think about it, I'm just gonna set it aside. And then for the files that are Carousel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I am using this paper. I don't know the brand or any specific color name. It was just one I had 5 sheets of that were all the same. And this is the solid cardstock that's where the lid sits in and the column, and it will be the solid cardstock that's around here. That's what this is going to be. Real quick, the next 3 sections I'm going to do, I'm using the Tim Holtz metallic, and I'm using one of the gold pieces. That's going to be for the mirrors. And I'm going to use this pattern paper for the trim. And for the 4 panels, I'm going to cut in this corner on this sheet. And then I'll put the rest of my top together and then pick out my papers for my base. Down to putting my base together. And I have my papers. These colored cardstocks, which none of them have a name, but you can see they're kind of a beigeish color. Those are going to be for the very bottom. And these, which they are turquoise mist, actually 3 of them are turquoise mist. Oh, I didn't get the 4th one out. And the 4th, there's going to be a 4th one that's a little bit different color, but I'm going to use it where it won't really be seen. And yeah, and this sheet I'm going to cut the strips out of. For both sets, it's going to be the same strip on the bottom layer and the top layer. And then this will go on top of those. And if these ones, the robin's egg, or the turquoise mist, robin's egg I think is the name of the one I'm missing. Let me see. Yeah, I have this robin's egg I'm gonna just sort of used in there somewhere or other. These are the ones that would have the cupcake holes in them, but like I did with this, I will be removing them in the program before I cut it out. And then I'll put my base all together. Once I get everything cut, I'll put my base all together. And then I think I'll be ready to start putting the whole carousel together with my fairies. With hopefully it will work out what I'm thinking. I decided I'm gonna make my carousel a little more permanent, a little more sturdy. So I coated it. I just used a sponge brush and coated it in a layer of epoxy. Well, I've done the lid so far. It's going to take a few stages. And I decided also, if I was going to go through all making it pretty, making it sturdy, I was going to also kind of cover up those tabs in here. And I just got a piece of pink cardstock that is a little bit darker and cut out the panels file 2 more times, or the panels 1 and panels 2 1 more time each, so that I can glue these in place on the inside before I add any epoxy in here. just real quick, I cut another piece out that I'm going to use to cover all of that fishing line. And then just to start, I'm going to put in a thin coat of the epoxy resin.